Alright, welcome to another Vintage League here. Just playing normal Vintage today. We're playing a Grixis Wheels. And I'll kind of explain how we got here with the card that's not in the deck. So the original idea for the deck is I wanted to play with this card here. But it's 6 ticks on Magic Online. It's another wheel. And if you're applying a lot of damage quickly, I think it could be really strong. Especially in a deck where you're playing cards like Orcish Bowmaster and the new Razorkin Needlehead, which deals damage to your opponent when they draw a card. This includes their actual draw step, which is pretty cool. So you play this, you go their turn to take a damage right away. So that's quite fun. But this is like 6 ticks on Magic Online, so I cut it. We're just playing Wheel of Fortune and Timetwister here. There's another card called Snort, which we could play, but I think it might be a little too cute. It's just like a very wasteland sphere heavy format. I'm trying to play this at 4 mana. Might be too cute, or probably is too cute, I'm thinking. But it's another idea I had. Anyway, if you wanted to try this at home, I'd consider putting in 1 or 2 Wheel of Misfortunes for fun, because that was sort of the idea of the deck. But even without those, I kind of want to just try the Timetwister Wheel of Fortune, which we can find with Demonic Tutor and Mystical Tutor and Vampiric Tutor, with our Orcish Bowmasters and Razorkin Needlehead as an honorary 5th Orcish Bowmaster. I had 2 Razorkins in originally, but I cut one. You could cut, like, you know, something maybe for another one if you wanted to. I think it's a reasonable card. A lot of the rest of the deck we're kind of filling out with normal stuff here. I mean, we've got Psychic Frogs, Force of Will, obviously. We got 1 Force of Negation, 2 Mindbreak Trap as additional pieces of protection main deck. It's a little light, but we got some more stuff in the sideboard. You could, of course, tweak these decks. There's a million ways of configuring Lurrus decks. We got a good Dreadhorde Arcanist package here. So we got, these are lightning bolts. Ignore they're the Final Fantasy arts, but they're just a lightning bolt. So 4 lightning bolts, and then again, this is just Fatal Push, but also the Final Fantasy art. So 2 Fatal Push, 4 lightning bolts, a Vamp, 3 Ponders, which is why we're playing Ponder, Mystical Brainstorm, Recall. All we can flash back with Dreadhorde Arcanist, so very thick Arcanist package there, which I quite like. We're playing a very control role here. We're playing no wastelands. We're not trying to waste our opponent out. We're just trying to accrue advantages with our Dreadhorde and our Psychic Frog, and either win just with beatdown that way, or do the combo with one of these 5 and then one of these 2. We've also got a Yawg Will in here, just an additional way of getting the stuff, getting the combo together. Like if they counter Timetwister or whatever, we can bring it back, and then we can also Mystical and Vampiric Tutor for the Yawgmoth Will and play a bunch of stuff, and then just try and accrue a insurmountable resource advantage and win that way. Throw a like and a comment, by the way, and a subscribe. All of that helps with the algorithm and all that. Appreciated. Yeah, the deck's pretty straightforward. We're playing a lot of cards that are way more cards that are just good. And in the top tier Lurrus decks, Lurrus, definitely the best strategy you can be doing at this point. You want to play Lurrus Control in Vintage if you're trying to win fancy prizes with it. Now, which version of Lurrus Control you play, and if there's a combo in there, and how combo heavy you go, as part of the deck, is all in question. But Lurrus, Force of Will, some removal spells, is power is definitely where you want to be in Vintage right now. That's just clearly the best strategy. But yeah, I mean, a lot of this stuff you can, tweak around. Arcanist isn't hugely played at the moment, but I think it's quite powerful. And alongside the regular Psychic Froggy, I think we've got a good shot at being able to outgrind some of the other Lurrus decks, which is pretty cool. And we're not trying to waste anyone out. We're just trying to play our spells and accrue our advantages. That's all we're trying to do here. So we're a little softer against the Bazaar decks. To try and make that up, we've got quite a big sideboard for Bazaar here. 4 Lanterns, a Graph Digger's Cage, 2 Dauthi Voidwalkers. And against Countervine specifically, like the Orcs and stuff are quite good. But against Dredge, we're It's really hard to win game one against Dreadhorde with our configuration here, but Dredge isn't doing so hot right now, so they're hoping to either dodge it or, you know, win with our graveyard hate sideboard package here. We also, I mean, you can kind of beat it game one by comboing. You manage to do like wheel stuff. There's a world where you can win. I don't know. Yeah. And then we also just got some removal on the sideboard, like Long Goodbye, Thought Seeds, and Force of Negation for the combo matchups. Long Goodbye for the creature matchups. Pretty straightforward. All right, let's jump into some games here. Okay, here we go. We got our Lurrus. Yeah, we'll keep that. We can fire off our Brainstorm at the very least if we get wastelanded or something. Hopefully not on Dredge or Counterbind. We will die immediately. Strip Mine. Yep. Oh boy. It's a problem. But we can play the Arcanist next turn and then flashback Brainstorm, which helps a little bit. What is this? I think we gotta try and slow them down a bit here. The goal is going to be to try and flash back the Brainstorm, get a blue land. So it could be Shop's deck, it could be Mono White Initiative. I think those are the two options. Shops. Spell one. Crap. Spell two. Okay, we really need to hit an island here. No. Oh boy. I think we're unlikely to be able to use the trap. Yep. So I think we need to do this. I'm gonna try and go for a wheel win. Not sure how viable that is, but we'll give it a try. That's brutal. Okay, they saw through us. Ugh. Okay. That's very sad. Very much regret hitting that Lotus now. Thought with like maybe Mono White Initiative we could be a good play. I don't even know what's a good card to get at this point. Yeah, that Chalice is pretty bad for us. I guess a fetch land. Maybe this, I don't know. I think this is the right play. They just happen to draw the Chalice. Alright, I'll just... We can scoop to that. Maybe something like this. Actually, we can... Take our Lurrus. Don't think that's a key. Jeez. I guess so. It's not a good hand. I think we gotta hit that. Maybe we can get lucky and draw a wheel. Let's see how lucky we are. We're not that lucky, but that's pretty good still. Okay. Red, black, right? Badlands. Blow that up. By Lurrus at least. We don't have a blue card for our force, but if we draw one, it becomes pretty decent. They need to waste us twice to keep us off Lurrus here. And specifically these two. Yep. Well, it didn't waste us, which is interesting, because now if we draw a certain cards, we can replay our frog. I know we can't replay the frog, they have a graft. They have the cage in play. Sure. We're in lightning bolt range, which is not bad for us. We need something good here. Just another threat I think could be decent. Maybe the Dauthi. I think the Dauthi actually, because it hits the Crucible combo. I think one's okay. Can deal with like flashback hit constructs and stuff. Can tutor for it. Did I just submit with 61? Okay, whoops. Take our Lurrus. I mean, This loses to a lot of stuff, but we are keeping the... We'll see what they do. Yeah, I mean, this loses to them giving a broken hand, but I mean, I will try it. Play a Stonecoil Serpent, I dare you. Yeah, it's not a Stonecoil Serpent. Patchy, okay. Swamp. Interesting. Here's what the swamp's for now. Land here would be good, because then we can land Time Walk. We're going to play the Time Walk anyway. We're going to try and find another land, which would be very nice. Not a land. I think in that case, we play the Psychic Frog. I would need to pitch 4 of these to protect the frog. Which I think is right. So pitch the Arcanist. Pitch Thrum. Wheel of Fortune. Pitch. I think it's the Timetwister because we can chump block with the what's it called again? We can chump block with the Orc. Buy us some time. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Alright, well. Fuck me. Jeez. That was absolutely terrible. Wurmcoil is by far the worst card they could have there. That's very frustrating. And we... Is there any scenario here where... Wondering if there's any sort of... the Wurmcoil engine makes this so tough. I don't think we can do anything. We're going to go up to 13. We need them to lose 2 flips in a row. I guess if they lose 2 flips in a row, we got a chance here. See. No, they won their flip. Crap. Okay. I think if they lose the next flip, we still have a chance, though. Ugh. Mm-hmm. So we can hit them for 8, 9, 10. Wait, that exact? 8, 9, 10, and bolt them? Wait a minute. Yeah, 8, 9, 10. Oh boy. That's quite good. I did math and it worked. Three. That's very cool. We have to fly because of the Urza Saga, so we don't even need the crypt flipped. Psychic Frog too strong. I can't believe we won that. That was wild. They're probably not happy. Alright, good game. Alright, here we go. Against Lurrus, this could actually be pretty reasonable. We need to draw like something, but like think we want to hold open the Bowmasters to try and do something crazy here. Okay. They drew a Sapphire, playing a Bayou, and they bought Lurrus. They're gonna push it right away. They're gonna push it right away. Okay. I think we just want to get the Arcanist down. That's fine, that's why we kept the hand, because of this redundancy here. No. Alright, now this is bad. Gotta try and force that, I think. Force of Negation. Alright. They've got Lurrus in hand. They're going to grab 2 good cards, which is not great for us. That's bad for us. Curlo's keeping track at home. The negation this, that would be terrible. Forcing it's annoying. But we do get to play it again. We're going to try and make them discard to the Psychic Frog here. See what they do. They just let it die. Okay. They got Lurrus and 2 unknowns. Lurrus, yep. Psychic Frog, yep. So I think we go for the Wheel of Fortune first. Then if they counter it with, they do have force blue cards, their last 2 cards, we can go for the Brainstorm to find a force potentially. Otherwise I want the blue open, I think. Alright, you gotta try and find a force here. Nope. Frustrating. Oh well. I think we do want to do this. And then we'll wait for now. Works. It's a good one, obviously. Makes me wish I would have Arcanist faster. I think we let it go. We can play our Orc next turn if they don't kill it, which is good. But They've got 3 cards in hand now. Interesting. I think I do want to ponder here. This one too, right? Wait, no. I want to undo that. Crap. No, that's not what I wanted. Shit. That could cost me the game. Do I want to unlock? Black, blue. Let's try this. Um, I think we just let it connect, maybe. Can just replay it. Replaying it would be actually the worst scenario for us. I think we just let it go. Okay. That was a close one. I don't want the Force of Negation or the Mindbreak Traps. I do want the Long Goodbyes and the Dauthis. The Vamp is not good. The Mystical is not good either. I think this is where I want to be. Oh shoot, we're only at 12 minutes. I gotta play faster. Drawing a Mox would be nice. Really, really nice. That's bad. They want a Force of Negation my Battle of the Bridge, they can. Oh, well, misstepping is quite bad. Yep. Okay, well. It's a strong start. Now they're just going to eat our stuff. Consigned to memory, jeez. Okay, we're getting bullied here. Alright, we might get got by Orcish Bowmaster here, but we need to try and find lands. Days. Okay. Fair enough. Ooh, that's brutal. That is very brutal. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's not great for us. Yeah, we got nothing here. I think we're dead. I'm just gonna F6 here to try and save some time. Yeah, Treasure Cruise is gonna bury us, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. Are they holding up Hardcast Force of Will? Alright. Alright, we got to draw a land here. Oh wait, they can do the combo here. Forgot about that. I should just force that. I don't know. I'm dead. I'm not sure what I'm doing at this point. I think if we draw a land right here, we have a chance. Ah! Not a land. That was our one chance. That was it. Now we're just dead. We had one opportunity, one shot. Now we're just gonna get buried. That because we just didn't draw enough lands. It's unfortunate. Wasteland's a good card. Okay. I think we can just go to game 3. This is getting embarrassing. Ugh. That was ugly. Alright, well that was terrible. Don't think I change anything. Ew. Yeah, we just lost a Wasteland. That happens. One of the best cards. If not one of the best cards in Vintage for a reason. That was a Sapphire. I'd probably keep it. But I think that has to be a mull. Her down. We do get got here by a wasteland, but we don't draw a blue mana source. But I think it's worth it to try and accrue advantages. Okay. What did they pitch? Spell Pierce? Alright, you got it. You know our secrets. If you wasteland us, we're in trouble. You should wasteland us. Searching for a wasteland? Emerald. Polluted Delta. Sure. Got Lurrus and one unknown in hand. What is this? Consigned to memory or something? Yeah. Jeez. Yes. Shit. We really need a swamp. That's a problem here. Swamp, 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 swamp. Everybody. Swamp, 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 swamp. Everybody. Hey, it's a swamp. Force of Will pitching Mental Misstep. That makes sense. No wasteland here, and then we can get a jet, which would be good. Blue. No recall. That's interesting. If Lotus wasn't in our yard, we could fortune here. Get the jet. Is there anything, any reason to use the extra? Don't think we want to. I think we just want to get the frog down in case they get something scary. We know they got Lurrus in hand, but that's it. But they know we've got long goodbye, so they're not playing the Lurrus. makes sense. Good one. I think we play this now. Can't stop that. It's a good one. Yep. Alright, I feel like we got outplayed. I feel like we got outplayed here. No, maybe we didn't get outplayed. Actually, that was stupid because we should have hit this one because now they're just going to replay it with Lurrus. That was dumb. This was very, very dumb. I'm not playing well. I'm not sure what's going on here. Yep. But they can't play the Lurrus because, oh, they don't have 3 black, so. Okay. I'm a genius, actually. Knew they were constrained on black mana. Alright. That was very close. Good game. Alright, here we go. We're on the play. Keep. Kind of want to save our blue lands. Okay. Ring. Key. Uh-oh. Probably should have looked up our opponent. I'm trying to remember now that they're a jewel player and we did not keep a jewel player, anti-jewel player hand, so. Jeez. Okay. That's absolutely brutal. Turn. Yep. We need to try and find a lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Ah, shit. Lightning bolt. I think Orc Mystical Tutor Wheel could be too slow. Maybe. Maybe not. Interesting. Kind of like the Orc. I think I actually keep that. Down, down. It's a game plan. Bloodstained Mire. Yeah, Karn on turn 1 is brutal. I think we're just dead. They can lattice us here. They're wondering if they have to play around Lightning Bolt. I think we just pass, and if they go down to 4 to play lattice, we just work them. Jeez. Mm-hmm. Well, drawing wheel right here would be good. Yeah, I was a little late. You're a little late there. We can Demonic Tutor for recall. Or we can Demonic Tutor for Twister. Does Twister actually win, though, I guess is the question, right? Like, it won't win right away, and then they can untap and play Wormcoil again. I guess if they swing with Wormcoil, it can win. They don't have a blocker. Maybe it is just get Twister, hope they attack, because if they attack, then we can win. Maybe we just attack all at Karn. They'll block the Dreadhorde. Maybe that's the play. That's very good play. Because now we can't kill Karn. Fair enough. I think they just go get Lattice here and kill us. Oh no, they can't get Lattice and kill us because Karn's dead, but they can get something. Another Wormcoil. Seems good. I don't think we can beat that. That's too strong. What is this deck? Is it Jewel Shops just with like main deck multiple Wormcoils or something? Jeez. Is that the play, I guess? We try and play multiple That's not helpful. We can block these for a while, I guess. Maybe I should take the Mana Crypt. Yeah, I didn't think about Lurrus being able to just rebuy this all the time. I think we want to be able to play the Lurrus. Interesting. Oh, geez, they got something? What do they have for blue? I regret having my Lurrus in hand now. We don't. Do we have enough? We can go play Lurrus, play Mox, then do it. So I guess we do. Wheel. Now, I don't think this is enough to kill them. 14. They go to 26. So I think we have to kill the individual worm coils, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this means that we're dead because we didn't draw a force. I think we have to find the other one. And not die this turn, which is like impossible. Blue, blue. Sink into stupor. Can't force that. Then they swing out. That worm coil is brutal. Since when is Jewel Shops playing main deck worm coil engines? I think we're just dead now. Okay. Really low on time, too. I don't know. I don't think I played that one great, obviously. Yeah, I don't love how I played that, but main deck Wormcoil is pretty good against us, and that's just very uncommon. There's sort of in the league meta you can run into random stuff, and we did. We ran into random stuff, and it killed us. Feeling demoralized after that trouncing, but we'll try again. Jeez. I guess so. Well, yeah, I should have kept the trap. I don't know. I think I should have done the. I was thinking I was going to hold up the whatever it's called. That's okay. Kappa Cannoneer. We're not even playing against. Oh boy. I think I actually do want this. I just have to get recall and try and get lucky. We're in trouble here. Well, it's not bad. That is not bad. I see a potential avenue to victory if they don't have anything relevant in their hand. Which is a big if, obviously. Interesting. What is the play here? We gotta go fast. I think it'd be very difficult for them to kill us outright here. Green doesn't do anything. I think we just play the Razorkin. Are we frozen? Go for the win next turn. Do we screw this up? No. Okay, that's fine. Black, white. Oh, I should have bolted first. So many triggers. Always shield. Always shield. Always shield. Alright. I don't even think they're playing the combo pieces. They're just playing like big creatures. So Arcanist double bolt does kill the Masticore, so I'm gonna bring these back in. Our removal does not deal with their big creatures, which is a problem. Maybe this is, too late. Feel heavily unfavored in this matchup. Sure. Vexing Bauble, huh? That's really good against us. We can't let that happen. Yep. Hmm. Blue Ponder. That should have been black blue, but whatever. It's fine. Ability, no. Oh wait, we don't have double blue card. That was dumb. Red. Sure. Just gonna have some sort of random haymaker. Yeah, we're just not set up for this matchup, unfortunately. Just some removal and random haymakers. Better than we got going on. If we had a blue card, we would have been fine. I think I screwed that up, right? I feel like I should have been able to have a blue card in Force of Will. I don't know. This feels on me partly. In our mana too, we can't get Lurrus. We can't, fully get Lurrus here. If we could have countered the Wormcoil, we'd probably actually be okay. That's interesting. Maybe if we draw a wheel here, we can do something. Wheel here does some interesting stuff. Wheel. All right, here we go. Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we had a token in play, if we wouldn't have blocked, we would have won, which is irritating. All I had to do is not block. Yeah. If we wouldn't have blocked, we could have won there, which is bizarre. It's a punt. It's a punt. One. Do they have Force of Will in their deck? They do. I think we're dead. That turns off our way of winning here. I definitely feel like we screwed this up. Well, we did, because just not attacking. We knew that wheel was an out for the win, so just not blocking was the play there, so that was just stupid. Yeah, we just lost. I just misplayed. We had that one. That's annoying. We can't use any of our mana. Yeah, we punted. We had that one. All we had to do was not swing with our token. That's. And then time in trouble too. I probably made other mistakes because if they didn't have that Karn again, we could have done our upkeep Vampiric for the other wheel and won. But oh well. That one hurts. That one's definitely a screw up. But oh well. All right, here we go. Yes, it's a little risky. We got Force of Will up. Let's see what they got here. Probe. Sure. I would like to draw a Mox Sapphire or Mox Jet, please. Pearl. Emerald. Opal. Island. Just gonna jam stock up here. With what, Flusterstorm back up? I think we let it go. I think we actually want to play the Razorkin Needlehead, because the Dreadhorde Arcanist aren't doing anything. And if they're on PO, the Needlehead does, in theory, do something. Thunder Trap Trainer. Okay. They are indeed PO. We expected that from this, but they're... Oh, no. Crap. PO. Swords. I think we have to let that go, unfortunately. And I assume they've got a Force of Will here. Yeah, we're dead. I'm just gonna assume they got it. Alright, so let's take out another removal package. I think that's about okay. Yeah, let's try that. We have tools for the matchup. But they had quite a strong start there. Okay, we can keep that. I think we start with the orcs just because the Dreadhorde's not doing anything. Maybe that's the wrong way of looking at it. Maybe we just start on the... maybe we just want to get the Dreadhorde down. Swords, so that'd be good. There's a bunch of cards we can draw here that get very good all of a sudden because we've got a Dreadhorde in play. Spell 1. Just going for a swords right away. That's okay. I'll allow that. Alright, I don't love that. Vexing Bauble. Let's negation that. Okay. Could use a Ponder or Ancestral Recall. Those seem like good hits at the moment. Maybe I should put the Yawg Will. Kind of regret that. I should have put the Yawg Will next. Yeah, I should put the Yawg Will next. Tinker. See if they got a force. Then we just die. Okay, we die. I'm gonna make them actually kill us, but we're dead. Yeah, we should put the Yawg Will on top for sure. We could have then played Bloodstained Mire. I don't know. We need to have like Force of Will on top. That's not Force of Will. Not Force of Will. Jeez, this is bad. Yeah, we're dead. They do Manifold Key, Tinker, or they just play Tinker into, they have to Tinker away the Crypt, but they Tinker away the Crypt and they win. Yeah. Oof. Rough. Alright, here we go. One. Two. Fuck. Yeah, there's our frickin'. There's our Force of Will. Alright. Yeah. Our cards did not line up the way we needed them to, unfortunately. Brutal. Might as well jump at that point. Sure. Yep. Our cards did not line up the way we needed them to. Oh, did they cast a Time Walk? I missed that. Okay, we're just dead. Fine. Okay. Try that. That just loses to too hard to lots of things. Try to land here, or any mana source really. Put back one Arcanist. Badlands. I think we just do the Thoughtseize first, to be honest. Instead of just running our Dreadhorde into a removal spell. You really want the Dreadhorde to flash back the recall there. They kept in Spell Pierce against us, interesting. Sure. Okay. They're gonna bounce our frog, that's okay. I want my frog. Sure. Black. I'll bounce it, and that's fine. Sure. think we do want that stuff. Right. I think this is okay. I mean, they've got orcs too, so that the twisters are not guaranteed to be helpful. Tempted to board those out for a Razorkin. Thoughtseize? I think. I think we just want to play grindy magic. Okay. Turn one frog, gonna kill us now. That represents Orcish Bowmasters. Mm-hmm. I think I want to Thoughtseize them first. See what's up. Fatal push, long goodbye, Lurrus. Alright, so I'll take the Lurrus. I think that's what we want to do. Yeah, double works. All right. I think we just want to do this now. Not gonna try and gotcha them. Blue, blue, red. And cancel. So you want to do blue here. No, we got blue, so we need red and black. And we only have 5 mana. We can't do all that. 1, 2. No, we can do all that. So red, red, black. Orcish Bowmaster. That pings that. Alright. We got there. Good game. Alright, so solid finish there. Nice positive 3-2. And very easily could have been a 4-1. And if you watch this match here, which I'll probably move up to round 3, I think we got demolished here, so I'll probably move that one down. So this will probably be round 3 if you're watching the video against kind of a big blue shops. It's shops, but it's like with creatures. It had like turtle and wormcoil engine and stuff, and Karn. Karn was really good against us, but game 3, if we didn't jump block the turn before, we didn't have to with our token, we would have won off the top decked wheel, or not the top decked wheel, the tutored 4 wheel that we had set up. It was just this, so basically this easily could have been a 4-1. Watch the match against Hazuhiro there. If you want to see that, but the deck did really, performed really well. We beat Lurrus Deathrite Shaman. We beat Lurrus Control. We beat Sphere Shops. We did get beat up by the random PO deck pretty badly, and that can just happen. I mean, they jammed a bunch of really big threats into us, and game 1 we don't have a ton of counter magic. The normal control deck has more counter magic than we do. In the beginning, we got 4 Force of Will, 2 Mindbreak Trap, 2 Negations, Misstep main decks, then some like Ponders and stuff to find them. So we got like more filtering and stuff, but if they just jam early against us, we do have less actual physical counter spells in the deck. In the sideboard, we bring in the other Force of Negation and Thoughtseize, and we get better, but maybe depending on the meta, some of the Thoughtseizes maybe are main deck, some of the removal sideboard, you can mess around with that, but overall, very strong. Really like that. Like and subscribe, by the way. Throw a comment down below or a, suggestion or whatever. I'll appreciate it. Helps the algorithm stuff. I had a lot of fun. I like that a lot. The wheels with Orcish Bowmasters and Razorkins is quite the trip. I mean, I think the only thing I might want to change is maybe like 1 or 2 pieces removal of the sideboard, bring in Thoughtseize, that kind of thing. You got any other ideas? Let me know down below in the comments. Appreciated. The other thing is like, as I talked about in the beginning, like putting in 1 Wheel of Misfortune or 1 like Snort, I think could be fun. These are kind of the cards and that combo well with these sort of things. Let's see, bring up Snort here real quick. Final Fantasy card. Wheel of Misfortune's probably better, but this one's kind of new and fun. Is it not called Snort? Oh, here it is. Yes, Snort. Draw 5 cards. Your opponent's not going to want to because you got an Auric or a Razorkin in play or something. You can flash it back. So that or the Wheel of Misfortune thing could be fun additions. I might try that again one day. But, you know, this seems very viable. Yeah, quite happy with it. All right, let me know what you think down below. See you next time.